My name's Daniel Hall. I'm staying at the Tropitel Hotel in Hurghada. Gabriel, go over there a minute. Go over there. I'm staying at the Tropitel Hotel in Hurghada, and I met. What's your husband's name?
Christopher.
Christopher. I met Christopher, just got talking, obviously, because he's a fellow Brit, and he mentioned that he'd been feeling very unwell, and he'd been to hospital, he'd collapsed, etc., because he had food
And you've
poisoning.
seen that bruise on his face.
I've seen the bruise on his face, and obviously where they've put the
Both
cannula,
arms and
they put the injection in his arm for the drip. And
pin
he's got-
cushion.
Yeah, like he's got terrible bruising on his arm. Anyway, I'd met him, spoken to him about his horror story about him not feeling well because he had food poisoning. The following day, I got very ill. I've had terrible stomach cramps. I've had horrific diarrhea. My wife also has had terrible...
Have you been urinating through your backside?
Yes, basically. That's the polite way of putting
Yes.
it. Yeah, it's been explosive to say the least. So it has impacted my holiday, and obviously it's had a big impact on Christopher's holiday and his family.
We've had none.
A lot of the food hygiene standards are seriously below par. I had some chicken one night that stank. It was clearly off. A lot of the fish is left out at room temperature.
Or served the second or third day as well.
Yeah,
The leftovers.
Yeah. Obviously, they're recycling food and bringing it out when they shouldn't be. So yeah, the food quality has been very poor. And it's not an isolated incident with Christopher, myself and my wife. I've spoken to other guests at the hotel, and obviously because I've been speaking to people and mentioned that because I haven't been doing as much activities as I did when I first arrived. I was doing yoga, I was going to the gym, I was playing volleyball with my son, but obviously I was very weak. I had terrible stomach ache, stomach cramps, headache.
Nausea, did you have?
I had nausea as well. I
Yeah.
wasn't actually physically sick, but I had the feeling of nausea.
But you got the help quicker than Chris did.
Well, luckily,
Yeah.
because I'd had a conversation with your husband, Christopher, he'd given me some sachets, some rehydration electrolyte sachets, which obviously I took. And
we
then I spoke to
purchased
members.
on top of what the doctor gave.
Of course, yeah. Well, that was an issue that we had when we went to the clinic. They charging us like a load of money, even though we had health insurance. And they didn't make that abundantly clear when we went in there. They didn't say, oh, by the way, we're going to charge you. That was after the fact, which is common in Egypt. And then I spoke to a few of the staff members at the hospital, and obviously they've heard a lot of cases of people having stomach bugs, so they recommended...
Oh, they told us they have not heard a single case.
Oh, well, no, these are like the guys who sell the activities.
Okay.
Like the activities
Oh, they are
guys.
telling you that they've
told
heard.
me. Yeah.
But the management told me there's
So-
not a single other case.
No, but they're lying because I've spoken to multiple people who've had our same condition with the
Yeah, I also
food
had
poisoning.
it, but I didn't need hospitalization for the
So
tummy.
yeah, it's rife. It's rife in the hotel. When you pay for 5-star luxury, you expect 5-star luxury. You don't expect to spend half of your holiday feeling terrible.
My son is traumatized to see
I'm
what
sure
happened.
he is because his father's
Yeah.
been through
Yeah.
hell and back. He's had that's very serious. Like mine's been very bad. But I mean, Christopher's case is horrific. I'd expect a full refund, personally.
I mean, our son right now is sitting. He doesn't even undraw the curtains.
Yeah.
He's so fed up with this holiday.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah,
We have to help the holiday provider to know what goes on in this hotel so that things are genuinely improved. I mean, I was biting on undercooked chicken yesterday. Literally had one, and then they go all so defensive. They brought the head chef and said, what's the problem?
Yeah.
I said, it's undercooked. I literally chewed on to...
Rather than being defensive, they should have been apologetic.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, they never said that it was.
That's what you do for like the correct customer service. But like I said, this is going to provide.
So your wife has had the problem
My
as
wife has had
well.
it as well. My son had an upset belly for a couple of days. So this is something that needs to be remedied, and it's not what you expect at a 5-star hotel.
And this is you despite not eating the ice. And still,
Oh,
that
no,
means you
yeah,
caught
I've
it from
had
the food.
I've avoided the things that you should always avoid when you're on holiday in a
That
foreign
means the
country.
food had
the
it.
ice, the washed salad.
Yeah.
Obviously, like not brushing your teeth with the tap water, but using
Yes.
bottled water.
Yeah,
to brush
we
your
do
teeth.
that.
All of the measures
Yeah.
that you normally employ, so you don't end up with something
We
like
are
this.
told by an Egyptian family that the ice is from tap water.
Well, there you go then. Speak to them and get them
You
on
know.
camera as well. All right,
And
thank you.
okay, what room number are you in?
3018.